beaucoup. Let's go get him again.
Hey everybody, name's Mark from the Robes08 channel. To all my returnees, much love. Hope you enjoy this unboxing. If you're new here and you did subscribe based on this video, merci beaucoup. Certainly appreciate that. Please don't be shy. Introduce yourself in the comments. Love to see new faces in all my videos. So definitely introduce yourself. I'll reply back. Today we're unboxing, as you can see, and from the title, is a part of the Drakkar series. This is the tester. As you can see, it's not a fancy box. It's a tester of Drakkar Intense. This is a flanker among the long line of flankers of the line. Yeah, Drakkar Intense. The original Drakkar came out in '72. The hype beast, well, the one that is classic or known of the brand is Drakkar Noir, that was released back in '82. So, you know, you're going through, you know, the 70s with one fragrance, now the 80s with one fragrance. You got the 90s with Drakkar Dynamique in 1999. And then you have Essence, Drakkar Essence back in 2014. And now this one, a 2022 release. So Drakkar Guy Laroche, really slow in releasing flankers to Drakkar. They're bread and butter, basically. But Drakkar Noir is what they're known for. Believe it or not, this is my very first Drakkar Guy Laroche bottle in my collection. Yes, I don't own the classic. I should get on that. I should definitely get that one. But especially since the Drakkar Noir is so cheap, I can get it for 20-30 bucks. But today I am going to check out the brand, my first time checking out the brand, with the 2022 release. This fragrance has been actually really popular in the community. A lot of people review it for some reason. It's cheap, I guess, and that's probably a good reason. So let's delve into Drakkar Intense. Now the nose behind this one is Nicolas Beaulieu. Nicolas Beaulieu has done a lot of, let's say, modern releases. Spice Bomb Infrared, Invictus Aqua 2016, which everybody loves. Yeah, 2018 too. Concrete from Comme des Garçons. Bad Boy Le Parfum by Herrera. Legend Red by Montblanc. Valentino Uomo Born in Roma. Coral Fantasy, Invictus Elixir, among others. A lot of, obviously, latest releases. So very, I would say, established nose all over the place in the designer realm. So Guy Laroche has, you know, utilized him for this release. So with that resume, the one thing that comes to mind now is, okay, those are a lot of, you know, bubblegummy releases, right? Invictus and Spice Bomb Infrared, Legend Red, and Invictus Elixir, all this kind of stuff makes me think of that. And then you got a classic fragrance. So what are we really going to get out of in this box here? So let's open it up. And again, there's no cellophane, it's a tester. There's nothing wrong with testers. They just come in, sometimes they don't come in boxes, but this one does. And it's my first interaction with Drakkar Intense. Let's put that there. And as you can see, the ambery glow of the fragrance. So beautiful work with with the coloring. We'll say color red, blue, and green, and whatever else that makes this color. Drakkar Intense. It's an EDP. And we got a very cheap plastic cap, and then we got a atomizer that got crimped, and they said, F the collar. That's an extra 5 cents. No thank you. So good on them. And I brought this out, but I think I'm going to put it on skin. It's going to be my scent of the day today, so wish me luck. My first real smell. And we're going to put it all over the place. We're going to overspray this thing. You know, I made that face because it wasn't. It's an all right opening. Soapy, spiced herbal fragrance with an ambery woody backbone is probably the best way of a fresh fougere, lots of herbs, but there's a soapy quality here, probably from the lavender. A little bit of spice, but lots of herbs. But there's a vanillic ambery glow, which I'm assuming is what they're trying to do here. There's a little bit of a cinnamon-like punch to this fragrance, probably from the coriander in this release, because coriander does give kind of like a cinnamon-like appeal. Let's try it on the blotter here, and I'm done spraying you, so I'll put you here so all the friends can look at you. So yeah, so that modern woody ambery glow is throughout this release. It really is a battle of yesteryear with that soapy fresh fougere. Something new, but something old at the same time. And it is a lot, we've been seeing that in the past 3-4 years, is a lot of these brands are bringing out their 80s, early 90s fragrances, especially their fresher releases, and darkening them up with this ambery touch. So a modern take with like a old school vibe to it. But that cinnamon-like vibe, it's not very punching, but it does come from the coriander. Herbaceous, definitely. So it's given out like a vintage take. It is probably respecting its elders of the Drakkar lineup, Drakkar Noir, or the original Drakkar again. Drakkar Noir I have smelt before, but like a long time ago. Drakkar the original I have not. But I'm assuming it's probably around that genre, that barbershop, lavender, soapy, herbal feel. There's some wormwood in here, the absinthe, giving it an interesting vibe, and that ambery obviously giving it a more modern vibe. And I'm going back and forth. This is on the blotter. It's very much fresher, like that introduction. And again, with blotters, usually the introduction sticks. On here, I'm getting a lot more of that cinnamon, coriander, and it's starting to give me the backbone of the release. So an interesting release, and again, these things now, you know, it's not new anymore. When it was new, it was probably around $50. Now it's probably around $25 to $30 at discounters. It's probably at your favorite discounter. Fragrancebuy.ca, by the way. But yeah, an interesting release from the brand. I feel like it's well constructed as a release. Probably, and here I'm being honest, probably something that's going to collect dust in my collection, being honest. But it's a very good introduction to the brand for me. It actually interests me to get the Drakkar Noir, to really see that old school vibe of Drakkar Noir. The original Drakkar is probably going to be hard to find, long discontinued. But it does interest me in delving into the brand. Wow, that cinnamon really pops on my skin. Sorry, but I don't really an interesting mashup of notes. Good mashup of notes. It makes for an excellent release from the brand. Now that you heard my take, I'd love to hear yours or see yours in the comments below. Much appreciated. And as always, a great or poor fragrance will make a lasting impression. Choose your scent wisely. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.